Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the Orbital Objectives map. We're playing as a green player out of the second position, so ahead of yellow and red, who are both right next to where I want to be. Got a bunch of material over here. No 1 point holds for me, I don't believe. Got a half of 1 point over the Moon's bonus here. Not going to be super productive. I could cap here. Although the middle is quite isolated along this line here. So if I cap here, I've got decent access in here, but no real great spot to play. If I go on this one, I've already got the two defending up here. I can play for a lot of Jupiter. It does bury my cap a little bit, but I don't love my other options here. You know, Rings of Saturn wouldn't be terrible, but I don't really want to give yellow this position over here. So we're going to cap on this spot. White shouldn't be able to take this from me. This should deter the yellow player from going in here as well. We can take a turn one bonus. So not the best cap, but certainly a spot that we can find ourselves with an early bonus and kind of propelling ourselves into additional bonuses beyond that, right? So red sees me here, yellow sees me here. And red ends up going up here. 2 point hold over Mars. It's a +3. This is Tier List Tuesday. It's the series on the channel where we play every single map in Risk on the meta settings and see how they stack up against each other. Those meta settings are Capital Conquest with progressive cards, balanced splits dice, auto setup, 60-second turn timer. No rank restrictions, alliances, and portals are off. Fog and blizzards are on. In this particular series, to try to keep the games moving a little bit faster, we do play with neutral inactivity behavior as opposed to the automated that you see on a lot of our other videos on the channel. So we'll rank Orbital Objectives as the first map from the Universal Domination map pack at the end of the video. And I don't know what occurred there. I think white may have tried something silly and failed. I'm just going to take my bonus and I'm not going to attack out yet. I'm going to see if somebody's in here first. We're going to play this real simple. Nice, easy take. Easy defense. Surprised white didn't end up on this 4, honestly, but I'm totally okay with it. But yeah, we'll rank the map against all the other maps. This is the first one of the Universal Domination map pack. Bunch of space-themed maps that we're looking at right now over the next 3 weeks, and 4 including this one. And it should be a lot of fun looking at this one. Orbital Objectives is one of my personal favorite maps. It's not always the best for capitals. It really is Blizzard dependent, and we've got 2 very impactful Blizzards on this board right now. A better cap probably is this 2 or really this 3 up here, but I wanted to go for something that would show my opponents where I am and keep them from going in the area that I wanted to be, which is over here in Jupiter. If white decides to roll this 4, I can play over there. Yellow fails that roll, or black, sorry, fails that roll here in the moons. So if he was playing for the moons, he's not going to get them. Red starts with 7. This should be as simple of a take as you've ever seen. Does look like he's going to smoke my 2 here to group the rest of his material up. He does. Now, cutting back to... Yeah, we're going to want to get our 4 out of here probably pretty soon. Blue starts with 8. So blue actually has the pathing to potentially take double bonus here. And weirdly, he doesn't add anything to his capital. Does he attack out this way? I think blue is going to play for double bonus actually in Mercury for the +4 there. Bonuses on this board, by the way. Don't take the size of the planets to mean much, because Neptune is not smaller than Mercury. Neither is Uranus. Uranus and Neptune are the +2s on the board. Asteroids, lower Jupiter, upper Jupiter, Mars, Venus, and satellites and space stations are all +3s. And Saturn as well. Mercury and Earth and the Moon's bonus are +4s, and then the +7 Sun bonus in the middle of the board. Very difficult to hold. 5 point extended hold on each edge of the bonus, and then an additional 10, 11 with no blizzards territories in the middle. So this is 55 territories. There are 4 blizzards. Next it's down to 51. So 12 larger than the classic map, but obviously a significantly larger number of bonuses on this board compared to the classic map. Now white starts with 7, so he's got a +2. Presumably up in Uranus, since we saw blue down in Neptune, and I don't think he took anybody's capital. Black started with 6. Black started with 6. He took black's capital. No, red started with 7. I missed that. It looks like he might be botting out now. So don't love that, but the question is here, does it make more sense for me knowing that blue came off cap over here? White does bot. Not sure why. Does it make more sense for me to just run it up the gut here? Probably. Instead of taking, especially if white's botted, I can use this as kind of a buffer over here if he is truly gone. And we can just really aggressively push. Now, why you got that there, bud? Well, you knew I was where I was. I don't know why yellow did that. What? And it was not particularly well defended either. I mean, obviously there's a possibility that blue did take this bonus over here and he can come harm me, but I mean, yellow's going to roll my 3, but he can't come break me. You got no means of getting through here reliably. And now it's just a matter of getting black out of here. And I don't think black has a bonus, so I'm not super worried about that. Maybe he's got Venus. He might have Venus. I saw him roll over here, though. I think that 4 has been there the whole time, is it not? If red doesn't roll my 4 out here, we roll through black and hit yellow. No, black's still getting 5. So, yeah, I mean, that's a head-scratching play by yellow. Him and red were the 2 players that knew where I was capped. You saw how much material I had in here. Just, I mean, 8 troops from the start next to the 3 that he had sitting here. And you choose not to... Yeah, this guy hit my 4. That's a bummer. He had no real means of moving that away. It's just bizarre to me that he chooses not to roll this off now. Is blue getting double bonus here? Getting at 10, 11? Yeah, he gets 11. So he'll probably trickle to the right here. May not even let me hold, although he doesn't have a good claim over this. Although he may come off with a bunch of troops, right? Like, I got pretty decent dice. Lost even roll. A low roll like that, even rolls are pretty common. But yeah, we've got the white buffer here. So even if yellow manages to hold the +4 here, it gets at most 7. So he's still got to hit through the blue 2 and then the white 4. And this white 4 may even turn into a 5 by the time anything happens. So I probably want to back up this one to one of these caps in here. I think blue is still playing the game. I'm a little worried blue is going to trickle to the right instead of the left or down this way. I want him to run into... Yeah, I was going to say I want him to run into red... Okay, that was silly. I don't know what you expected, dog. Now you're going to get blasted. I mean, now I'm literally going to beat the brakes off you. He's surprised he lost a 9-on-6 roll. I mean, that has got to be a less than 50% roll. Let me see what a 9-on-6 cap roll with our little handy-dandy risk calculator equates to. Yeah, it adds an extra troop there, which is nice. Capital 9-on-6 is 35%. So I'm not particularly surprised that the blue player lost that. Nah. I'm going to leave that there. He'll start with 7. He'll come through. He's not going to be able to reroll, which is why I have no issue doing that. We're just going to use white as our buffer. And yellow does not have this bonus up here, so that's nice too. Because he gets 11, now he gets 7. So silly of blue to do that. I unfortunately did not get the... I was hoping for one of them real juicy rolls on him. I don't actually think he might not have any troops on cap, actually. I maybe should have just gone and hit him here too. But my assumption is we've buttered him up to come get hit again on this next turn. I respect yellow sticking around and still trying, but finding out how many caps are on this bottom line, I mean, I may as well try to hold as many of them as possible. Obviously, mine actually cuts a line, right? Like you have to hit my cap to go through here. Black is getting 9, so I think he may have the moons now. which means he'll either go into white here or into yellow here. Red should be getting a lot. Red will get 11. Yep. So the question is, does red come into Venus, into the middle, into Earth, or into Saturn? Lots of routes for red to go. But I think that was, I think blue, seeing the cap here, just back your troops up. It's especially interesting to me because he slammed this and then actually fortified the 6 over. So presumably going to roll an 8 on 4 here. And then just be met with the same silliness from before. He loses 4 troops. This could even fail. He doesn't rebreak. Unfortunately for blue, you should have rebroken me. Blue should have rebroken me. I'm not really worried about any trade values here. And I'm just going to get more troops now. We know white is botted. This is still going to protect me. Blue may be completely off cap over here. And I think you have to try to break there. I honestly think you're in a dire situation the moment you roll and fail there. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm personally not going to... Oh, that was crispy. That was crispy for sure. So I fortify this back over here because I don't want him getting the cap in the middle, but the reason I took the bonus here, yellow trades. So yellow, he doesn't have the bonus. So again, he's going to have to hit through a 6 to come even thwart me. I think at this point he's just playing for survival, which will give blue a higher trade in, but I've got the white buffer here. There's no way blue can hit here and also over here. It's part of the main reason I'm playing like this. And yellow may even be able to steal the white cap. I doubt it, but I knew I had this white buffer in the back, so nobody's going to be able to break me. It picks me up an extra 2 troops. We're kind of using the neutral bot to our advantage. It's only worth 1 card by the time we need to try to eliminate it anyway. Black's still getting 9. I just think yellow's in an unfortunate position where he's stuck up in black's business up there. Now, red, I don't think took an additional bonus on this last turn. Blue is still here. Black sets early. This may just be like full snuffage of white now, or sorry, of yellow. Now, white will not add any additional troops to its holds, so that is a little bit risky. My caps are not very well defended. Red's probably got like a 25 cap. He could absolutely come devastate me if I don't deal with blue as soon as possible. I do have a trade-in. Neptune's Realm is our +2. That is right here. Red is still getting 11. But that is now 2 straight turns of 11 plus a turn before that with, I believe, 8 or 9. So definitely got to be careful. Let's see if blue's still sticking around and playing the game. He's only getting 3. Could trade in, but again, if you roll a cap at this point, you're putting yourself in a super risky situation. But I definitely, if blue does bot, I don't know. This is a +4, right? Mercury is a +4. I was going to say if blue bots, I don't know that I want to remove this hold here. I honestly think if he bots, I see if these final 2 territories are the elimination and I take it. Because the amount of the biggest thing on this map, especially early before the trades are really big, biggest thing you can do for yourself to progress the game and really set yourself up for success is board control. Card blocking is obviously the best thing on any map in any stage if you're able to do it in progressive cards. If you're able to card block, it will provide you with much success. This is not the end of blue, so I leave blue over here. I do think I hit this 6 though, so I'm gonna put 11 on 6. I'm gonna put 10 here, 11 here, 10 here, and then whatever I have left off of this. I want the extra +4. If I get broken, I get broken. And I'm just gonna back this up. Black doesn't even need to know. I think it might be just these 2 territories here for blue. And we'll be able to know right now that we have vision on an additional territory. We saw the first 2 troops place. Didn't see the third place, but we have vision on 2 territories here. And the bot will place 3 troops on the next turn, provided that red doesn't eliminate it. And red's not going to be aware of this 3 in here without hitting my 2. Even if he hits white here, he won't see it. So we will keep that in mind. And now I've got, you see, I've basically doubled the troops on each of my capitals. So we're feeling a little bit better, a little bit safer. We've got a full trade in. We got a +2 on Neptune's Realm, and I'm holding. I just got 18. We're going to hold even more after this. I think yellow is probably quit. Or no, yellow is not quit yet. So he's still taking cards. I can't imagine that black's going to leave him alive there much longer if he is holding the Moon's bonus. And I think one of the reasons white may have quit is because I think black capped directly behind him. So, because what did white get before it quit? It was getting, it was still getting 7. So it's possible that black actually was capped here or in front of white and just got lucky and had the territory behind. I'm not sure. He does not roll into me with that. He can't break red. Red's cap is on Battle Ruins. Red actually has a really interesting 2-point hold. 3-point hold even. Here, here, and over here. For quite a bit of the board. Or at least access to a lot of the board is a more accurate statement. Let's see if red doesn't go into blue, or if red doesn't hit blue, we'll have a good idea of, if we see all 3 troops placed here, we know this is the end of blue. We can take the 3 cards for free. Will trade me, give red a better trade in, but I think it's worth it not giving those cards to someone else. There are at least 4 blue territories left. We only saw 1 troop placed there. We don't see a troop placed here. Getting 22. +2 here. I'm going to roll this up into black. Just soft. So 20, 23, and then this here, and I'm going to fortify this to this capital. So if you're wondering, you may be wondering, C-Money, why are you defending these 2 caps more than this capital? And the reason I'm defending these 2 caps more than this capital is you can completely bypass this capital in your pathing. You can open it, sure, but if you go through Mercury, you are guaranteed to open up the Ruins capital if you're going to come break this +3 here in Asteroids. So because that is the situation, mind you, I should also be on, well, yellow's not trading yet, but I should be on alert to try to eliminate yellow here pretty soon. Because he's capless and he's still playing, and those players always become dangerous when you start letting them get trades or you accidentally feed them eliminations. Now, again, I don't want to eliminate blue. I don't want to eliminate blue until I know where the remaining territories are. Red's going to set here as well. We don't have a trade in myself, but again, if red comes down in here, he's going to open up this capital. If somebody tries to come through this route on the right-hand side, they're going to open up this capital because this one, at least, these 2 actually at least control pathing through the bonus they sit in. So if you try to get through me here, you hit the cap. If you try to undercut me here, you hit the cap. In this case, you can just walk around it. You don't have to hit those troops. Which is why, again, yellow's positioning here. Very head-scratching play. Red knocks black out of there. Let's see where these 3 blue troops go. Is this going to be the end here? I want to see all 3 of them place. If I see all 3 of them place, this is my elimination. And I can start getting really aggressive on other parts of the board. I only see 2. I think I want to knock black out of here then. Yellow's not on a set yet. So I'm going to back this up. Just in like the hopes that red doesn't know how much he needs to put over here. I'm trying to time it because, again, I don't know where the other blue territory is. It may be, it's possible nobody hit the Sealim territory over here, which actually red probably isn't even aware exists. So I may have to hit through white on the right-hand side to steal that. if this is the end of blue up here. But the idea here is that if black does not trade on 3, or red for that matter, and hunt both yellow and blue, then I can do it myself with a bunch of board control. I mean, you see, I've got 230 caps, a 19. We've been getting 20 plus troops. I really played my advantage on that first turn or two effectively. Blue did not. Blue played with aggression and then immediately tried to play passively. Once you aggress me, we got to realize there's a much bigger threat before we reach a state of equilibrium with each other, and that just didn't happen here. It's possible that the timer is going to be, that blue is going to flag on this next turn, so we may not know the end of this player here. What did black? Black still only started with 9, so we're not going to know if he stole the white cap up here. But I've got decent control. What does red do, right? I tried to guard this a little bit in case he came down off the 5, in case he comes in here. He is getting 13. That could just be territory count. It also could be the white capital. He does, see, I thought he might put this amount in here. He trades. I don't know that he's aware that, I think the potential 2 over here on the right-hand side. Now he'll have to eliminate, he does eliminate yellow. He's going to have to get yellow and blue. So if he hits yellow, he likely finds blue on unseal him here. Oh, he doesn't get it. He just fed me blue. And not only did he feed me blue, he actually gave me the basis for retaliation. He can come off his cap. He doesn't find it. I successfully hid blue. And his cap was not that strong. I successfully hid blue, and now we get to play super aggressively into him. I think I just steal his cap, right? Does that make the most sense? It's only 15. We don't actually trade off of blue here. So oh, shoot. It's this over here, right? Hang on. I forgot about the territory. I literally... I forgot about the sinking territory that black was guarding over there. I do set off of white here. I don't know that I can get it, though. I may as well break black. I think red's holding a ton of troops off cap. So I'm not going to overdo it here. Because I don't think this is going to make my opponent super happy. He, I think, has cap behind white. He's getting 9. He took the white cap. I have a guaranteed set here. I think he's playing completely off capital. I don't think black is strong at all. I think he rolled the white cap up here. Because I broke his +4 that he had that whole time, and he's still getting 9. So theoretically, I can grab the extra card off white here if red doesn't take it himself. Is he going to hit the 6 here, or is he going to come wrap around into me? Yeah, he thinks he's got the end of white now. This may not even get a proper break off onto me. Does he hit this? He does. Oh, he can come get the... Brother. Stop locking your... Oh, my goodness. All right. I'm not open to the black elimination. With anything. Right, like there's no way 39 is enough to eliminate him. So I think I actually just aggress red instead. I mean, red's now fed me 2 kills. He's on 4 cards. 8 comes back to, or you know what, the 8 doesn't come back to cap. This is gonna I'm trying to leave black alone and just make it like clear that I was going for the blue elim. I think that aggressing red here is the correct play. I don't have a trade on 4. Not sure. I don't think black. I think red's the better player. That's despite everything you see. I leave black alone here. Black understands I was just going for blue. Even if I did break him in the moons. I think black is generally more passive. He is going to hit me here. That's fine. Yeah, it's a simple break. Although leaving the 29 off cap is unhinged. Red is a 17 over here staring into black. He trades. Does he play fully off the 33 here? $17 here. So he just put a bunch. That's weird. He just put. He traded for 30, right? Yeah, he just put. This is a 30 stack in front of black. I am at risk of being card blocked here on 4 cards, which is nuts. That actually won. Now I won't get card blocked. He's going to try to win this? Okay. I'm obviously not going to let him hold in the middle. This is his whole cap stack too, right? I wouldn't come open me. Okay. Yeah, see, he gave me a little too much to work with here, red. And he is now completely off cap with no trade in. This is 25 here. Yeah, this should work. I don't even need to break him over there because black has that, so. $20 here, just to make sure we get enough here. And then this 8 will come right back up here. So red is completely capless. He's staring at one of my cap with most of his troops. I have a trade in. We're going to enter a 1v1 here. Just didn't get the fortify back to his cap in time. And I'm obviously prioritizing the capitals. So none of these caps are all that good. Like literally nobody in this game chose, including myself. I won't even argue that mine is good. I don't think anybody chose a good cap. I think blues and reds are okay. The white one, which I assume is on wormhole, is probably fine. But I just got to pick a target and inadvertently take out 20 of black's troops earlier. Works perfectly fine for me. He's even going to... Yeah, I mean, he's playing for bonuses still at this stage of the game. He removes red over here. That's fine. If red wants to open up my caps, come slam me, whatever. He basically feeds me 3 cards here for free. He's got 30 troops up here that I'm going to have to deal with. And he is going to open up my 17, so that'll make it a little bit easier. Now, I am going to have to allocate something for the middle of the board. He just tried to hide them. 35 should be enough here. And then this will be enough up top to take every... Ooh, you know what? No. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's throw 14 troops in the middle. That should be enough. Because I am not a stupid player, my red friend. I saw what you tried to do there. I am not naive. Can I get through this? Should be able to. I don't think he's got anything on his capitals. And he was. He was capped behind white. Good game. Well played, and a big old thumbs up to the black player. I like this map a lot. It can tend to be a little bit snowbally, but I think it leaves you with a lot of options if you retain your bonuses well enough in the early game and you don't play overly aggressive, like without understanding the risk. So blue, if blue could have made that aggressive play, if the 6 went back to cap, like, all right, you defend something. Instead, he's fortifying away from his cap. He's not defending himself. Yellow didn't defend his cap at all. Stuck with it. So I think, yeah, a beginner on him. Red was a master. I think he just, you gotta, especially when you only have one cap. So a lot of times people won't want to bring all of their troops off cap if they have multiple capitals because they're going to run the risk of not being able to fortify back to one of their caps. In Red's case, he would have had both of those eliminations if he just pulled both the white and blue eliminations. If he pulled all of his troops off cap on those attacks, he would have had enough to go hit blue. He would have had enough to go hit white. And instead he just split a little bit or split even just 3, realizing he wasn't finding it initially. And that I think is what separates a player who's clearly pretty solid. Red was not a bad player by any means. A little slow, but other than that, like not bad. Sound board control, etc. But if you know you're going to be able to fortify all the troops anyway, just come off cap with all of them. That's at least what I would have done as the red player. As far as where the map stacks up on our tier list Tuesday list, a lot of list speak there. I went through the territories and the bonuses. This is the map itself. It does suffer a little bit from blizzard potential. There's a handful of blizzard locations that can really devastate the control of this map. So one of the most common I find is one of these 2 Jupiter territories, which give a 1 point in the asteroids bonus, or vice versa, right? A blizzard on the backside of the asteroids give a 1 point up here in Jupiter. That can tend to be a really, really strong position. Same with something like this in Mercury that allows you to 1 point hold like half of Saturn, and then Uranus can be really strong position. So I do worry that it lends itself a little bit too much to a snowball. And despite the fact that I really, really like this map, I definitely don't think I can go much higher than B tier. I think it's like really, really up there in B tier. I think I like it a lot. I think it plays really fun. And I think I like it more than Königsberg, but it's just holding me away from the A tier maps where it's a little easy to card block if you get into card block positions, and it's a touch too snowbally for my liking to put it anywhere higher than B. But I think that Orbital is a lot of fun for a unique progressive capitals experience that you don't get on a lot of the other maps. So I recommend you check it out if you haven't already. And if you guys haven't subscribed already, I'd implore you to do that as well. I do have people to give a shout out to. Please hold. I am Jake99909, Quentin Davis, UltraBeam27RL, and Daniel James. Thank you guys very much for subscribing to the channel. If you want a shout out in an upcoming video, all you guys got to do is subscribe. Make sure you have public subscriptions on. I'll give you that shout out, and hit that like button, subscribe, all those things. If you guys enjoyed, we have a playlist of these all over the channel. As always, everybody, I've been C Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.